because we're just that good. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean here, living the corporate pilot life. I got a little Tech Tuesday video for you guys on something that I've been asked a couple times, and that is how we remember all of the numbers and all the information and everything that goes into flying these airplanes. And for some of us, we got to remember it for two different airplanes. So I have a secret for you guys. Don't tell anybody that I told you this, but we have a cheat sheet. If you look right up here, you'll find the cheat sheet in the Hawker anyway. Gulfstream, it lives in a different place. I'll show you that again someday. But let's pull that down and see what it looks like. All right. So if you look at this thing, it really gives us a lot of information. A lot of our limitations are all on here. And it's on a little Velcro-backed piece of, I don't know if that's aluminum or plastic. That feels like aluminum. I don't know. But it's something like that. And yeah, this has got all kinds of our limitations on here that we can always refer to in case we do forget. Now, we should remember a lot of this stuff, if not all of it, for practical, real-world applications. But let's face it, sometimes the brain just has a fart and it forgets what's going on. So we have this to look at. As you can see up there at the top, VMO of 335 knots IAS. That's indicated airspeed, up to 12,000 feet. And then it reduces by 1 knot per 680 feet to 310 knots at 29,000 feet. Sure, ask me if I remember that one in the real world. Yeah, right. But VMO with fuel in the ventral is 280 knots. That one is pretty critical when you have fuel in the ventral. That's the trunk tank, as we call it. 280 knots is the limit. And the nice thing is the screens up here, up front, we'll get a red bar up to 280 knots when that's the case. So the airplane really helps us to remember a lot of that stuff. It gives us our MMO of 0.8 Mach. That's as fast as this airplane can go ever, 0.8 Mach. Rough air speed, flaps extended speed, gear speed, bird strike speed. Hey, there's an important one, 280 knots up to 8,000 feet. What if you're above 8,000 feet? I don't know. Go as fast as you want, I guess. We got some weight limitations in there, as you can see. 28,120 pounds for the taxi weight. Got to burn off 120 of it before you can take off, though. Landing weight 23,335. That one we use all the time to make sure we don't bust it on the landing when we're tankering fuel. Zero fuel weight 18,450, also a pretty critical one. Got some engine limitations in there. We got some speed limitations, max temperature limitations, time limits for those temperatures and things. Down on the bottom, then we got some oil temperature and oil pressure limitations, things like that. All these are pretty critical. Fuel temp max 57 degrees Celsius. Again, pretty critical information, something we need to keep an eye on, make sure we don't bust any of those speeds, temperatures, pressures, anything like that. So yeah, that one lives right here over the right shoulder of the captain, left shoulder if you're in the SIC seat. And so we can always refer to that if we ever needed to. But a little trade secret, don't tell anybody I told you this, okay? Important. So I'm gonna put this thing back so I don't lose it. There it is. Now it's going to stay there forever. So hopefully you guys learned a little something new about the airplane, how we remember this stuff. Again, yes, we do need to know a lot of stuff as pilots, but you can't rely on memory. Human memory is one of the least reliable things in the world. So having things like this available to us in the airplane is pretty important. Some airplanes, on the flap handle, it'll say what the speed limitation is on the flap handle itself. Makes it easy. Same thing. Some airplanes, they put it on the gear handle so that you don't bust a gear speed. It's right there when you go to move it. You can look at it. This airplane, like I said, puts it on the overhead basically, so we can pull that little cheat sheet down and take a look at it as needed. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Give me the thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're new, and yeah, let me know. We'll see you guys on the next Tech Tuesday. See ya.